There's a kind of life change that most people don't talk about very much. It's not dramatic and it's not public either. And from the outside, almost nothing looks different. But inside, something has shifted. Your priorities change, your perspective changes, and sometimes even the way you see your own life changes. And yet, the strange part is this: the world around you keeps moving as if nothing has happened. The same conversations continue, the same expectations remain. People still see you the way they always have. But quietly inside your own life, a chapter has already turned. And today, I want to talk about that moment when your life changes quietly, but the world hasn't caught up yet. So first of all, let's talk about the quiet kind of change. Yeah, we tend to imagine life changes as big events: a move, a new job, a wedding, a loss, something visible, something that people can point to and say, that's when everything changed. But some of the most meaningful changes in our lives don't happen like that, do they? Sometimes the change is internal. It happens slowly, almost invisibly. You begin to see things differently. Things that once felt important, well, they no longer feel quite the same. Things you used to tolerate and put up with suddenly become heavier and you can't stand them. And things that you once overlooked, well, they start to matter much more. From the outside, nothing dramatic has occurred. But inside your own life, something fundamental has shifted. And that can create a strange experience. Because while your inner life is changing, the world around you is still relating to the old version of you. So one of the hardest parts of quiet life changes is that they often happen ahead of the outside world. Your thinking shifts first. Your awareness shifts first. Your sense of what matters starts to evolve. But everyone around you is still operating on the previous chapter. They still see you the way they've always seen you. They still expect the same responses, the same roles, the same patterns. And for a while, you might even continue playing those roles. Not because they're wrong, but because the change inside you is still settling into place. There's often a period where two versions of life exist at the same time: the life people think you're living, and the life that's quietly beginning to emerge inside of you. So when change is public, people understand it because they can see it. They can respond to it. But quiet change is different. There's no announcement, no moment when you say, everything is different now. Instead, the shift, it happens slowly. It shows up slowly. You notice it in small ways, like how you think about your time, what conversations interest you, what kind of life feels meaningful now. And because the change is internal, it can sometimes feel difficult to explain, even to yourself. But that doesn't make the change any less real. In fact, most of the important shifts in life begin this way. They begin quietly, gradually, maybe even almost invisible. And when life begins to change quietly like this, we often find ourselves in a very unusual place. Not fully where we used to be, but not entirely where we're going yet either. almost like standing between the chapters of the story, where one part of life has ended, but the next part hasn't fully begun. And that's exactly what I want to talk about in the next conversation of this series. So stay tuned. See you then, and bye for now.